Yes, peace and many blessings. My name is Honey Blue. I am from sunny Los Angeles, California, where sometimes it rains. So.
Summertime and the living's easy. Feeling fresh to death, yeah, my homies rolling with me. Doing what we want, cause we doing what we please.
My music is definitely refreshing. I call myself the hip hop soulstress. You know what I mean? Definitely hip hop, a little bit of soul, and that's also from feedback from other people that have heard my music. So I definitely think it's something refreshing, lyrically inclined, and some hip hop soul. That's how I describe it. So music really started, I really think I was just born to do this. It's in my family. So my great-great-grandfather, his name was Al Wilson. He had a popular song back in the day called Show and Tell. My dad does music as well, so he's an MC. So, he'd been doing music since I was born, and he would take me to the studio with him. My dad would take me with him to his shows. So, he always kept me around music, and just seeing my dad do it, inspired me to okay, I want to be in the studio, and he would make me get on some of his songs, and do little skits and stuff, And my auntie Lucille as well, she was in the choir, so when I would go to church with her, on Sundays when I was young, she, encouraged me to get in children's choir. So yeah, I think it's in my family, but those are just some of the backgrounds of how I kind of got started, and I ain't stopped since. So yeah. I talk about this with my community a lot, the motivation and drive, and a lot of us are motivated to do things, but it's different when you have the drive to do something even when you're not motivated. And I feel like when you understand your purpose, and I know music is a part of mine, it drives me to continue to do it, because I know that I have to, I'm doing this on purpose, because it is my purpose. And I'm inspired to tell stories as well, whether it's through music or whether it's through talking to somebody, but being a good storyteller, or through poetry or whatever outlet, I feel inclined to do that. Once I understood the power that I have to inspire people through music, and in the other ways that I do work in the community and things like that, the goal is to be focused and driven on what I'm put here to do. I would say that when it comes to the community, it really started inwardly. So my journey really started with me coming to consciousness about my history, studying people like Malcolm X and Dr. Amos Wilson, Francis Cress Wilson, and just so many different people that inspired my thought process, kind of led me to communities like Black Student Union. I was vice president of Black Student Union there, so my community started on campus. So I continued that tradition to make sure I was holding myself accountable to what I came into consciousness about. And my major in school was Africana studies. So, studying the history of our people was always on the forefront of my mind. And that continued to just trickle down, even outside of school. I joined an organization called New Era Long Beach. We do programs for our people, food programs. We do political education classes. We do children's programs in the summer where we go and give them free books, and we play games with them and stuff like that. I had to see, okay, how is what I'm learning gonna transpire in my life? Because I believe that once you know about the problems, about what our people go through, and you don't act on it, then you can't complain, because what are you trying to do to be a part of the solution? It doesn't mean you're gonna change everything, but what is your role? And so I had to figure out what my role is, and I try to use it in my music, but also in the community as well. So yeah, when it comes to being from LA, there's parts that become oversaturated when it comes to music, and that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, right? I'm not saying that it's a negative thing. However, when I speak of oversaturation, it just means there's just so much going on in the city when it comes to arts, when it comes to music, whether it comes to any kind of creative field. And so sometimes people come to LA to pursue their dreams, but LA artists that are from the city may not get the shine or the recognition that they've been putting in being here, and so I think that there's space for all of us here, and that's why I appreciate platforms like this that you guys put together, because LA artists do deserve to be highlighted and broadcasted, and as much as we all do, but I feel like we have to find those that are also in the city that are speaking truth to power within their music, and doing something uplifting for the community as well, and put them on. Because I'm also not a person where I'm not gonna agree with everything. I'm not, I'm a human being. If you're an artist that's talking about negative topics all the time, or not really speaking life into people, I'm probably not gonna rock with your music, and that's just me being honest. But that's because we have to understand, like you said, the accountability as artists that we have on the people that we're inspiring or that we're influencing, you know, because everybody want to have influence, but like, what are you influencing people to do? You know what I mean? That's what I'm about. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? LA artists, we deserve that platform, and especially the LA artists that's like doing stuff. One person I do want to say, you know, rest in power is to Key Riches. You know, he unfortunately passed away this year, and you know, it's a lot going on in our community when it comes to like gun violence and all that, but he was doing a lot for the city in Compton, you know what I'm saying? And he made like, you know, good, like, he made like fun party music, but it had a message to it. But one thing I respected is that he's doing things like for the community, for Compton. And yeah, so things like that, you feel me? Like, let's put artists on that are doing stuff. Yes, 100%, like 100%. You know, I'm very West Coast influenced. I feel like, you know, I've got that feedback too from this recent project. Like, it's got that Cali vibe, that West Coast feel to it. And, you know, like, I love that. I'm definitely influenced by like LA, and it shows in my music. I think it shows in my sound and my sonics. Honestly, for this upcoming year, we're not getting ready for the new year. The new year is getting ready for us. I'm ready to level up. I got merch dropping soon, so y'all like the project. I got some fire merch with me and my designer. We've been working hard on that. I got some CDs coming soon, so if you want a physical copy of the CD, I'll be having that available soon. New music videos. Like, we got a lot in store, y'all. So you know, this project just came out, so best believe we're gonna have some videos and some other good things coming in stores. So that's all I'm gonna say for now, because I ain't trying to ruin everything, but I think that's enough. Top 5. Sister Soldier, Tupac Shakur, my dad, Queen Latifah, and Lisa Left Eye Lopez. It's probably like the top 5 off rip, but there's so many more. I'm gonna say Erykah Badu too. I'm gonna throw that in there last, but you know what I'm saying? I can say a whole bunch of other people, but yeah, top 5, yeah. So y'all can find me on social media. My name is Honey Blue. My Instagram is Honey BLUU. If you go on Google, you can find my website. You just type in Honey BLU, no E, and that's also honeyblue.com, HONEYBLUU. You can check out some of my photo shoots on there. I got like exclusive content on my website. I have videos on there, some other good stuff, music and all that. So check out my website, and yeah, just tap in with me. Those are like my main active pages. I got TikTok and all that too, but you can find me like on everything once you look on my website. So just tap in with me, y'all. You were now tuned in to the most classical, now tuned in to the very most radical MC that came up on the scene during sabbatical. Every word I spit, just know I'm only speaking factual. Never gave my hopes up, had to go out there and prove it to myself that when I slip, that don't mean I can't still pursue it. Only shorty on the scene, rolling like the flavor unit, but I'm from the West Coast, so you know the vibe is stupid. Crazy how some years ago I thought about giving it up, thinking music ain't for me, but boy, I had to tighten up, cause I got that soul fire and they hear it when I'm live. They be like, encore when I'm spitting on the mic. Now I'm spitting, chilling with the coldest artists in the game. This here is universal, something I can't quite explain. Doing this for the love, can give a damn about the fame. Just in case you didn't hear me, DJ, run that back again.